Behind me, when that's what it is. Back up. The blue man at the statue.
Big shot is there. Big shot is there.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm lightheaded.
Kenny coming through with what might be the play of the game. JR holding a different angle. You just witnessed one of the best hardpoint maps in Call of Duty competitive history. Let's go!
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the latest episode of the Random Nades Podcast. I am Tricky, aka Matt Diaz, and this is my co-host. Say your name for the record.
Kranium.
Tranfuego. All right. Thanks for coming by. I'm sorry I forgot to send a proper notice. I just saw that it was 2 o'clock my time. This podcast is not sponsored by Pepsi, but could be. I should try to find a way to like blur that. If I don't, then it was because I didn't figure it out. But
or you just didn't care, dude. Because Pepsi's delicious, and that's it.
Are you a fan of Pepsi, or like what was your beverage of choice growing up? Because like I felt like growing up for me it was Coca-Cola, but then like as I got older, I started liking. Well, this might throw off any future sponsorships, but like I started liking Pepsi over Coca-Cola as I grew up.
Well, I'm addicted to sugar, so you know that doesn't help.
So
I'll drink fucking anything that has sugar in it.
I mean, I'll still have like a rum and Coke any day of the week, and it doesn't matter if it's Pepsi or Coke. But like, I don't know. I don't know. Do you feel like Coca-Cola is way more carbonated than Pepsi?
No, they taste the fucking exact same, dude.
They taste the same.
They taste the same.
But for me, like Coca-Cola,
or at least here they taste the same.
Coca-Cola, if I want to get some like epic burps, I'll drink Coca-Cola, and that will give me excellent burps. Whereas Pepsi, I just drink it and enjoy it, and it doesn't make me burp so much.
I don't know if I have like if there's a pop that makes me burp more than others. I used to drink a shitload of Mountain Dew.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would say our beverage of choice was definitely swayed by the fact that Mountain Dew would give you double XP for Call of Duty and stuff like that. So,
yeah. And the fact that it was fucking delicious.
Like our good friend Steven, I'm pretty sure like during junior high, he was straight up addicted to Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Doritos, yeah.
Because
that's all you fucking heard.
Yeah, because both of yeah. Oh, he was so bad for that.
I don't know how you play video games, dude. I don't know about you, but like when my hands have like the fucking greasy shit from chips on them and stuff, I can't touch the controller.
Well, that's why I don't try to grab chips. That's why like if I'm eating a snack while I'm gaming, it's like grapes, or I guess the other day I was eating toast. But that was
that's not a fucking snack, dude. That was so weird.
Yeah. Well, that was me.
And I'm like,
that was me straight up having
what kind of bread is that? You're like, yeah, it's toast. I'm like,
that was me straight up having a late night supper that I was too lazy to make, so it just had toast. But if I'm not playing with any of you guys, oh man, I've had like mac and cheese. I've eaten pizza while playing games.
Well, yeah,
but like
that's standard though.
But like, I do agree with you that it gets annoying when you're eating very greasy stuff because it greases up your controller, and that's kind of gross.
I just abuse my sweatpants.
To be honest, I just never really been a chips guy. I was usually either like chocolate or like not really a candy guy either. It'd either be chocolate or crackers and cheese or like fruit. Like I'll just grab like a giant bowl of grapes and just like munch on that while I'm playing.
That's fair. I think everybody's done that shit, dude.
Oh yeah,
it's hard to go wrong with fruit.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the best way to go. Really, I would say the only thing I would not recommend is eating an apple while you're gaming, because the juices from the apple get really sticky really fast.
You gotta cut shit up, man.
Yeah, you have to cut it up. You can't.
And if you don't understand this at 25 years old, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, bro.
I don't know, dude. It's just like
it has to be like you just grab it and you pop it.
What you got to understand from me, Trent, is like I make very at the moment choices where I'll be like, I'm hungry right now. Not, oh, I should probably grab a snack before I play. It's like, no.
Dude, you need to buy a fucking slap chop then. What you need? You need to fucking this shit.
Weren't the slap chops like exploding, or was that the magic bullet?
I don't fucking know.
It was like one of those infomercial devices. People like it was exploding in people's hands and like cutting up their hands and shit.
Well, the slap chop didn't have electronics in it, so I doubt that was exploding.
So it's probably the magic bullet.
Maybe.
I have a magic bullet here. I was making.
Has it exploded in your hand?
No, dude, but it scares me.
What the fuck kind of bullshit are you making up here?
I'm very sure it was on the internet. You can look it up. Magic bullets exploding.
Because it was on the internet, it's true.
Yes, dude.
Got it. Mm-hmm. There's never been any fake shit uploaded to the internet.
Never.
No.
Never.
Dude, it's the friendliest and most honest place to waste your time.
So what have you been up to this weekend?
This weekend?
Yeah.
Well, had to go watch the fights.
Yes, you watched UFC.
Cowboy fights, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to go watch.
I ended up downloading it on PlayStation, and I even brought my PlayStation over to the TV over here just so I could actually watch it on the couch as opposed to sitting
on the monitor
and watching it.
Yeah, no, we went out as me and a few friends, and then all was fine and dandy except it was shit packed, as every Connor fight is. And then, like, we had a reservation, so we were fine. But this place was fucking packed.
Oh, I'd imagine.
And we didn't have good seats. So I was like, this is...
Oh, fuck. Like, you just, like, neck cranked the whole time watching, or?
Half the table, yes. Yeah, like, where I was sitting, no. But I had to watch on, like, a smaller TV. Mm-hmm. However, so this place is shit packed. And I mean, like, the people that went inside in front of us that didn't have a reservation were told there's no tables. Like, we can't accommodate you.
Yeah, no.
And I was like, oh shit, we have a reservation for 5.
Yeah, I mean, I would say most fights you want to get there early, but Connor fights,
if you don't have a reservation,
you're screwed.
You know, you need a reservation. That's it. But so it was shit packed. And then, if you just wanted to, I don't know, make this the fucking stupidest night ever, you have a fucking sports bar that's full. Like, you know, full of people sitting. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, dude, we're sitting there, and then I hear this guy on like the table be like, oh shit, whoa, what the fuck? And I'm like, the fuck is this guy talking about? And the old Oilers head coach is there. And I'm like, hey, dude, that guy's the old coach. Why do you care so much? I was like, that's fucking weird to fanboy about the old coach. Yeah. Who's like fucking 60-something years old.
Oh, like the old coach.
Mac T. Cavish was there. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And then all of a sudden, literally, all of the Edmonton Oilers start walking into this place. And it's packed already.
Oh my God. No. Like, that's so cool. But that's such a nightmare.
So there's literally like fucking McDavid and like a bunch of the other dudes just standing in the middle of the place. Yeah. And I was like, well, this is a terrible time to tell you guys that I have to fucking pee. So now I got to walk past all you motherfuckers. And that pissed me off.
I love how you're not nerding out, but I imagine our mutual friend is freaking the fuck out right now.
A little bit. Like, not insane, but yeah, no, I could give two shit. All I cared about was, how do I push my way through this place and get to the bathroom?
Did you shoulder check McDavid so you can go pee?
No, he was farther away. Okay. But I did fucking put my hands on some people, and I was like, listen.
Oh, you have to put some hands. You put your hands on the Oilers, dude?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was kind of fucked, man, because, like, obviously here, we don't really have celebrities. Yeah. So they're, like, the closest thing we have.
Well, like, I'm sure a lot of Canadian cities, like Edmonton, like, their hockey team is
the celebrities.
Is the celebrities, right? So, yeah.
So, like, they're the
and
biggest.
Plus, I realize you're not a big fan of hockey, but, like,
no.
I'd say I'm a little bit more of a fan than you. And if I saw McDavid, I would have been like, wow, holy shit, it's McDavid.
Oh, dude, table to the left, man. This guy, like, I thought homie was going to die. I was like, holy shit, guy, relax. But,
So you went to the bathroom, took a piss, didn't wash your hands, and then touched McDavid's shoulder with your piss hands.
Yeah, no, I slapped his ass.
What? You slapped his ass?
Mm-hmm.
With your
dirty handprint right on his left cheek.
Dirty piss hand.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
No, but I will say this, dude. Obviously, I understand there's celebrities here,
Yeah.
I found it so fucking disrespectful how they just stood in the middle of the restaurant thing while the waitresses are trying to walk around with trays of food and shit.
So are they like, because like this, is this the same
Blocking
place?
fucking everywhere, dude.
Okay, so is this the same place you and I went to last time? Like
yes.
The same one on Oliver Square?
Yes.
Okay.
Same place.
So it's not like there's like a bar in the center. That's like, it's all tables.
But that bar area,
yeah,
they
took it
were
over.
Standing in the whole fucking thing. And I was just like, huh.
Well,
so like there's like little fucking waitresses that are like, they're like 5'5", like some of them even shorter. And I was like, what up, shawty? But
what up, shouty?
And
okay.
And yeah, they're like trying to get by with people's orders and shit. And like, because it's the Oilers, dude, they don't give a fuck. So they're not moving out of the way and shit. And I was like, man.
All right, but Trent, let's be honest. The Oilers are there, dude. You're not slinging any chorizo with it while the Oilers are there, dude.
Well, it's also me, so I don't plan to. But I'm just saying, like,
although maybe
the respect.
Hold on, maybe you have a chance, because what would happen is if one of the bartenders went to an Oiler and they're like, "Fuck that, no chance," they feel bad and then they settle for you.
No, that would involve me being like. Not looking like I'm there to murder people, dude.
Open for communication?
Yeah, dude. When I'm fucking in public, I look like I want to murder everybody in the room.
All right, so did you get
like this?
So did you get bevs?
Like, what do you mean?
Did you get beers?
I had one.
You had
I drove
one?
there, so I didn't go crazy.
Did you get food?
Of course.
What'd you get?
I'm fat.
What'd you get?
Get some wings, dude.
Nice.
Some wings that weren't hot because your boy can't handle that.
Which ones did you get? Did you get the Coca-Cola ones again?
Coca-Cola ones, man. That's not what I fucking ordered, dude.
No, wasn't there like...
I'm not 7.
No, but wasn't there the like root beer flavored or Coca-Cola flavored wings?
I wouldn't get that fucking weird shit, dude.
Well, I thought we tried it last time.
I got the normal fucking like the honey garlic or whatever, just the normal ones.
Okay.
And then I ordered a burger too.
Nice. Okay, so what did you think about the fights? Just in general. I mean, people who are fans of fighting know what happened.
Yeah. I thought the card was very underwhelming. Obviously, they were riding on the main event to sell that shit, which I'm sure it did. I was
surprised that the people fighting under Connor and Donald Cerrone weren't that popular.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like there was a
underwhelming card.
There's a lot of like, no offense to them, but a lot of like no names fighting on the pay-per-view card.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, okay. But
so it was a little weird.
Yeah. Definitely the McGregor and Cerrone fight. I definitely didn't expect that to happen. To get TKO in 40 seconds.
I kind of did.
Did you really?
In my head, it was only going to go one of two ways. Either it was going to go like finish really early, or it was going to go deep.
Definitely, that's what people were saying. I really was expecting McGregor to be extremely rusty from not participating in fights for a couple years.
That's fair.
And then it seems like it was going the right way because I saw that Donald immediately ducked under the punch. But then fucking McGregor, of all things, shoulder bashes his fucking nose to pieces.
Yeah, breaks his nose with the shoulder.
Yeah, and then it gets a solid kick to the head. I mean, there's no.
Yeah, the Cowboy didn't like. Broke his nose literally in the first like 15 seconds. He doesn't want to be there anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Like,
yeah.
You break my nose, like you basically won. Unless it's late.
You know me. You know me. I pick the underdog so much that like there's no point in me betting. It's just like I have to root for someone. I can't just be like, oh, I know he's gonna win. Mm-hmm. So I was rooting for Cerrone because I really wanted him. I mean, I guess he is still getting like a big payout from this fight because it's a McGregor fight.
Mm-hmm.
But
and it's also Cowboy. I'm pretty sure they pay him.
Yes. But like, I still wanted him to make big money on this.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Yeah, I love Cowboy.
Yeah, but
I definitely kind of thought Cowboy was going to win.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's the thing about fighting. That makes it awesome.
But I will say I'm definitely looking forward to seeing whoever McGregor fights next.
Yeah, he looked good.
Yeah,
he looked really good.
And he didn't.
So yeah.
And like the fight was 40 seconds, so like really.
Oh no, he can fight tomorrow.
He can fight tomorrow if he wants.
Yeah, but, he didn't take any damage. Looked good.
It'd be interesting because I don't want to go too much in depth in this, but I will say that like his other competition in the welterweight division, it's not pretty.
It's not pretty. Go back to lightweight. Like, you can go back down.
Yeah, I would. That's what I would probably suggest too, because
you don't want to stick around there for too long.
No,
there's some fucking murderers that are just waiting. Like, ooh, I could get a payday here.
All right. Otherwise, I know you and I did play some Apex this weekend, and I tried.
COD introduced the 3v3 gunfight.
Yeah, we tried. Yeah, you tried the COD 3v3 gunfight. I just wanted to get your quick opinion on that. Is it interesting? Is it better to play? Is it more difficult to play with 3 people versus 2? Like,
no, it feels very similar. It feels less difficult, honestly, that there's more of you.
Because like
for some reason, it's weird.
Is it pretty like to the point now where because there's 3 people, there's always like one person going left, one person going right, one person going mid? Or do you find that people are still like switching it up, like stacking one side or?
Yeah, no, it's kind of the same. It just feels like there's less pressure because there's more people.
Interesting.
Like when you get shot in duos, like they know. So like they already start planning it. If you like tag a guy in 3s, nobody really starts thinking too far ahead, kind of, you know? Like everybody just kind of keeps playing the game the same way.
So do you think there's like less opportunity to strategize in 3v3?
It's a little less sweaty with that kind of stuff.
That's interesting.
However, I did get the opportunity to play against Wildcat, Moose Knuckle, and Nogla.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you go into the game chat?
Yeah. Well, we were in game chat because we were playing with a buddy who was on PC. That's why we matched them.
Oh, okay.
Because I think Wildcat and Nogla both play on PC.
I would say so, yeah.
I think Moose Knuckle was on the PlayStation, but yeah.
How was that?
They didn't talk to us, but I mean,
that's cool.
It was cool, and I was like, oh, like, you know, we were laughing because the shit that happened in the previous match.
Yeah,
and then like the match was starting, and I looked at the names. I'm like, wow. I was like, Wildcat, Moo, and fucking no. I'm like, is that really them?
Yeah,
and then yeah, I was like, oh shit. That's really them.
That's cool. They're probably more of a celebrity to you than fucking McDavid, so.
Wildcat, definitely.
Yeah. That would have been so cool.
Wildcat's dope, dude. Love Wildcat.
How'd you do?
Honestly?
Yeah.
They rage quit.
No.
Yeah.
They rage quit on you?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
We was waxing bad.
That should have been. You should have put that on Twitter. Be like, nice rage quit, Wildcat.
Nah. We had a couple less than friendly comments going through our chat than I would have liked to record. You know what I mean? Some shit was said on our side, like not by me, but you know, shit that I don't want other people fucking like hearing.
Oh yeah.
But there's one clip of me doing some disgusting things.
Yeah. I mean, even if there was like a way to like release like a muted or a little bit of an edited version.
I have the clip.
Yeah.
I'll show you. But
okay. Yeah, no, it is a shame when that happens because I that's actually part of the reason why when I'm playing with you guys or playing by myself, I still mute my teammates that are randoms because like as much as it's entertaining because you see videos that Wildcat does where he's arguing with the other randoms, there's so much risk that I don't know if it's worth. I don't know if it's a worthy investment for me at my level to have people saying outrageous shit and saying stuff that might hurt people. Whereas I feel like that's like, luckily that's like Wildcat and Marcel's like MO is them annoying people and like catching these people saying extremely offensive shit, and they're just like good enough at editing to like loop around it.
Yep.
And even if one slips through, it's not disastrous for them because that's their MO. Whereas I feel like if I try that and I fuck up and let a Neba Heba go through my video,
Jabba.
yeah, and then people go, what the hell is this? Then I just feel like there's more at stake for me. So just as a safety precaution, I just mute them all. And also because I think like our friend group and the people that we play with at sometimes is funny enough that we don't even need to hear these people.
100%. Like it depends. Yeah, it obviously depends on what you're doing.
Or like entertaining enough that I don't need to hear these randoms.
Yeah, I think if you're alone, it might benefit you to have a couple extra voices in there.
And I will say this, especially when it comes to search and destroy, when we're playing stuff like that, I will give our enemy a personality, and it actually makes me play better versus me actually hearing them talking shit, because it might get to me. Whereas when I'm playing with people that are muted and they are like on a 3-0 streak, I'm like, oh, these guys think they're good. Okay. Now we gotta pump our game up. We got fucking crank it up a notch, you know. So
no, that's weird, dude. You're crazy.
I don't know. I've been trying to take it a little bit more seriously because I am trying to get better. But
dude, when people talk shit to me, I don't give a fuck.
I gotta get pumped up, dude. It bothers me because I still feel like I'm not a good enough of a player to be like, your words don't mean shit. I can kick your ass any day.
I don't even say that. Dude, when people talk shit, like, I laugh at how mad. Like, you have to be mad to talk shit.
Oh, it's harder for me when I'm talking to people. Like, if it's just like texting or this weekend, I actually got into a Twitter fight with some random people that were talking on one of Tommy's tweets.
Who's Tommy?
I think he's with the Subliners.
Oh, Tommy. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
Yeah, so he made another post about Red Dot, and I was just like, just getting annoyed with these people talking about Red Dot. So I commented on his tweet because he was basically saying to put Red Dot back into pubs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, one, you don't need it. People have been playing without it. And sorry to people who, I'm sure people who are listening to the podcast should know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, I'm talking about the red dot on mini maps that will come up if you shoot, or if you don't have the perk Ghost on, which is just makes you invisible to security cameras and UAVs, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
This version of Modern Warfare completely removed it. And I don't know why it's been such a fucking controversial thing, but many pros and celebrities of Call of Duty were bitching about it, and Tommy just happened to be the latest one. Mm-hmm. So I replied saying, one, you don't need it. Learn to adapt. And two, the red dot for me has never been as resourceful as communicating with my teammates and callouts.
100%. I mean, if the fucking mini map was so useful, the pros wouldn't even call out. They would just go off red dots.
Yeah. So I sent that tweet out. Random people started like liking my comment. Some people had other opinions. Mostly, yeah. I mean, I wasn't too concerned. I actually was able to handle that better because I could like read the person's comment and be like, is this person actually interested in engaging in a discussion, or are they just saying stupid shit? Like,
or are they just taking Tommy's side because he's fucking Tommy?
Yeah. So that was like, I would say it was like 30%. It was like 33% people just like defending Tommy, 33% people just talking shit to me. Like one guy called me a spasmoid, and I'm like, okay. You know what, dude?
Is that a word?
It's a word in Urban Dictionary, and I looked it up, and I'm disappointed because all it means is a spaz. So what's the point of adding the other 4 letters to call it spasmoid if it still just means spaz? Like it should mean,
I have actually no idea.
It should mean some other level of spaz or like a hierarchy of spaz, but it just means spaz. So I'm a little pissed off.
Dude, you should release like a fucking educational video and call it the hierarchy of spaz.
Yeah.
Like have different terms.
So, and then the one guy that I actually had a genuine discussion with was trying to make the point of by putting red dot in the game, it makes his videos more successful because he can play better. And I'm like, well, that's his problem. That's not the game's problem.
It makes his videos better?
What he was trying to suggest is that if they put red dot in the game, it makes it easier for Tommy to get epic videos because he can track people down and kill them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's your problem. That's not the game's problem. The game isn't there to provide you with content. You need to be able to
make... Yeah, but also, if they put red dots in the game, it's going to make him easier to die. Or like
exactly.
So
I've honestly learned so much from you being like, well, Matt, think about if everybody else had this perk. Mm-hmm. Would it be even more difficult for you? And in this case, absolutely.
Yeah, like if Tommy's, unless he's running a suppressor on every single pub class he has, he's going to run into this.
Yeah. And then other than that, some people were like, well, fuck, he's playing, like, how do you expect people to communicate if you're playing with randoms? And you know what? At this point, dude, either go into public chat and hope someone else is talking to you, or play with your friends. It's 2020. Play with your friends.
Dude,
like,
it's also like, you're telling me right now you wouldn't want to be in a game where Tommy is fucking doing callouts with you in a pub match?
Yeah. Like,
he could literally make a video series about fucking that, communicating with fucking randoms in a pub match. Boom. There's your fucking content, bro.
Yeah. Because, like, I realize it's Twitter and people will just complain for the sake of complaining, but, like, overall, most of the people, like, were liking my legitimate comments than people liking the people talking back to my comments. So I'm pretty sure most people were on the same page as me. But, like, my overall point was, like, if you need red dot to make your business successful, no offense, but maybe think of something else.
Well, yeah, and, like...
Because, like, that shouldn't be the reason why you're failing as a business of making videos.
The people that were defending Tommy's tweet aren't as educated in the reasoning as to why these pros are saying this shit.
Yeah.
They are over-tweeting Infinity Ward about the red dots, hoping they'll fix it.
Yeah.
Because what's happened in the past is problems have been brought up, but there wasn't enough people talking about the problem, so the fucking devs never addressed it.
Right. So I get why people are doing it.
Every single day, one of the subliners puts out a tweet saying, "Hey, Infinity Ward, love your game, but I would love to see red dots back in the map. Or back on the mini map in pubs. They've been in the game for 12 years.
Yeah.
Thanks." And then they fucking sign off. I've seen that tweet go out daily for like the past week.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because they're trying to cause enough of like a Twitter storm that they just do it
to get the devs' attention. Yeah.
Yeah, just so that they do it.
Yeah, and I mean,
like, if the devs don't think it's a problem, like, don't think enough people want it, they're not gonna do shit.
Yeah. But yeah, and I did hear that I guess at the competitive level, the red dot is going to be in the map, and my only comment to that would be, why are you giving the pros the handicap that that pub players don't get to see? I think that's really weird.
I think I don't know, man. They have some weird thing going about like separating the two, which I don't think is the way to do it.
Well, I think right now Infinity Ward is in this weird balance of making the game fun for public people to play, and also making the game entertaining so that people will watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure they probably added it to the red dot so that pro players could find each other faster and therefore be more entertaining, because they got to realize that they're competing against Black Ops 4 from last year, which was arguably the most entertaining series of Call of Duty, at least I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got a huge mantle to step up on, and I honestly don't think they can make it.
It's going to be tough.
It'll be tough to see, but moving on from that, because I don't want to drown people in Call of Duty talk. I did play some of the special Apex game modes that are releasing. Right now, Apex is doing this thing called Grand Soiree, where they have a specialty game mode every day that you can try out and see if you like it. So 2 days ago was respawn after circle. So basically, it was similar to what they had in Blackout with that.
I fucking hated that shit.
Where if one of your squad mates survived until the end of a circle, your whole team would respawn.
Mm-hmm.
And you end up what ends up happening is you have 20 teams in the fucking final circle, and it's a clusterfuck.
Yeah, because everybody just hides.
So I immediately skipped that because I knew what that was going to be, and I didn't like it.
Yep.
Yesterday was third-person mode, and like it's a little bit awkward. I would say if they do commit to that game mode, they would have to change the grenade throwing system, because in first person, when you throw a grenade, it shows your arc on where it's going to go. In third person, it looks really bad, and you can't even tell where it's going to go because the arc ends up like curving and peaking at the top of your head, and then you can't see what the other side of the fucking arc. So you either have to take out that arc for third person or find a way to modify it. I'm not sure how.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, shooting was a little bit awkward because it's third person. But I would not say it was any different than shooting in any other third person game. So it's
always a little more clunky, I think.
It's always been a little bit more clunky in third person, but it definitely wasn't like extra clunky. Like I was still getting equal to or the same amount of kills in third person than I was in first person.
Mm-hmm.
And that also might have been because people aren't used to playing third person games.
You're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
So like, it's not like people have hours and hours of practice playing the third person mode.
Yeah, so I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind if they had that mode. I definitely wouldn't want it to be the permanent setting for the game because you would lose so many people.
I don't think they change. I think they're
they're trying shit out.
Yeah.
So
which is good. I mean, you want that. You want to see that stuff.
So I'm looking forward to trying out some of their other modes, see what they introduce. But so far it's been fun to play Apex. I mean, I've been getting a little bit better with my shots, and I even went to the firing range a couple times to like experiment with what attachments are essential. And like there's been like certain attachments you could pretty much get away with a gun that just has all white attachments and still shoot pretty straight.
Yep.
And then
just give me an R301 with a fucking big ass clip on it, dude, and watch me go to work.
I would say like R301 for me, the most essential was just any stabilizer.
Really?
Yeah, any stabilizer.
Interesting.
Because for some reason, when I was shooting with the 301, without a stabilizer, it just almost seemed like the bullet was always like an inch behind where I was targeting. Whereas with stabilizer, it made my bullet spread tighter. So I was able to like track a person a lot better. But
okay.
I would agree with the magazine for a lot of guns. Like
every fucking single one. That's the biggest problem. You just need to have a shitload of bullets.
Yeah, because you have to reload so much, and that's what ends up killing me the most is getting caught in a reload.
Yep, 100%.
But yeah, definitely looking forward to.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, otherwise not not much else going on in my table. I don't know if you had any special stuff you wanted to talk about quickly.
I mean, like next week or this coming weekend is the first event for COD.
Yes, the first COD event. So I think if you want, we can make a. Would you like to make a separate like expectations one?
I don't even know, because I feel like with these events now becoming tournaments, it's a little. I don't want to say I care less, but I fucking care less.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't take these as seriously as I would like a normal open event.
Well, maybe we'll do like a results one then, and just do like a special results one where we can talk about it in depth if you want. But
well, yeah, when we talk next Sunday, we'll talk after the fucking. Because I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch.
Yeah.
Even though COD right now isn't in its best place, in my opinion.
I think we definitely need to see how this first one's gonna come out, so that we can really be like, oh, this is either gonna go bad for the rest of the year, or we'll see if they pull something out of their ass, dude, because that's all I really expect to see at this point is either it's going to be bad or something we're not expecting is going to be added.
Yeah, I just hope the spectators have a good product to watch. That's like the biggest concern with this game for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's fun to play, and it's fun to play competitively. Obviously, there's some shit in the game that, you know, I think is a little stupid, and what, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I just hope that the spectator value is still good, because I mean, last year was fucking so fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So I just hope this year is the same.
Right on, dude. Would you like to watch some viral videos I collected?
Yeah, I do see that you have a collection of videos. And by collection, I mean you sent me a shitload.
Yeah, so give me a sec here. Well, because we're trying to use Discord here, people who are listening, and I wanted to screenshot. I wanted to screenshot. I'll try my best to explain what's happening. There is a degree of video element that is better to watch. So I would recommend you also watch this on YouTube to get just to see the video and plus see our reactions. But I will do my best to describe the video. And they're short clips, so it should be easy enough for me to describe what's going on. But
from my serial killer reactions where I show no emotion whatsoever.
Yeah. So Discord. And screen share. We want to do this one. Okay.
Which one am I hitting first here?
Do the video of the kid playing the racing game.
Okay. I gotta make sure I pause it because I'm pretty sure it auto plays. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Okay, so this was a video of this little kid. He looks like he's like 4 years old, and he's been playing racing car games, like at the arcade style racing car games, pretty much his whole life probably. And this kid is so good at racing car games, he could pretty much be the next Vin Diesel. So we'll play it together. Okay. Did you watch it?
No. I said tell me when to start it, and you didn't tell me.
Okay.
So now I watch it now.
Okay. So I'll play this muted so that you guys can still watch it. But yeah, this kid is just drifting like a pro, man. Like,
I mean, you know, I don't want to sound like a fucking hater, dude. But
what?
He's pretty fucking average, if you ask me.
I mean, he's a little kid, man. Like,
for a little kid, sure, it's good. But also, I'm pretty sure that's the initial D game where the cars are like easy as fuck to drift.
I don't know. He looks pretty badass to me, dude. And like, he's wearing like a weird like ninja mask. Like, can you see that on his face at all?
Oh yeah. I mean, I wasn't looking at his face. I was looking more at the screen going, why is he fucking turning left and right when he's going straight?
But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, man. I was like, holy shit. Like, one, I'm definitely not doing that. Like, I don't play enough arcade games.
Man, I feel like if you went on that one, would it be that hard?
No? Well,
no.
Man. Well, you just killed that video, poor kid.
Yeah, dude. Hey, 4-year-old kid, get on a fucking PlayStation or something, dude.
Well, I will say this. Almost 300,000 people or 300,000 viewers thought that it was pretty cool for him to do that.
It's cool to see a kid enjoying shit and not sucking.
Yeah.
You know, let's be honest, dude. Kids suck at a lot of shit.
Like, were you good at arcade games at all?
Like, depends on which ones.
Like, what was your best arcade game that you could play?
Give me the one where you actually hold the gun, dude, and your boy miss.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so like any of the zombie ones or like hunting ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, there was one time there was like a co-op like or fucking dinosaur killing one.
Yeah.
And me and my buddy did the co-op shit before our movie started in the movie theater. We like, we have like fucking half an hour to kill. Fuck it, let's go in the arcade and fuck around. We had to abandon the game because we stayed alive so long. Like I was like, yo, our movie's gonna start. Like, we have to go. It's like, dude, but we haven't died yet. I'm like, we're never gonna fucking die, dude. We have to go. Like, this shit's too easy.
Oh man, that used to be my thing, dude. Like, me and Steven used to go to the theaters as well, and like I would collect all my Loonies and Toonies for the whole year until summer came, and then me and Steven would go to the arcade, dude. And I would bring
arcades were so dope.
And I'd bring, no joke, probably like $50 to $60 in fucking Loonies, and just play the shit out of the basketball game. I would say that was probably, ironically, my best game. Is the
like the shooter basketball?
Yeah,
stuff,
like the shoot
are the shit.
Steven was really fucking good at air hockey. That's what he always wanted to play, and I fucking didn't, because he was
I love fucking air hockey.
He was always
so much fun.
He was always way too much better than I was.
But like, guess dude, camping on the fucking goal line, dude.
No, he would play aggressive, and like,
oh wow,
and like for me, it was just that was me the whole time. Was just like sitting on the goal line and just deflecting shit. But no, oddly, for some reason, I cannot play regular basketball at all. But the fucking arcade machine basketball, dude, I could fucking nail it every time.
Oh, dude, that shit's so much fun. Those arcade games, like,
and I
hope they don't go out of fucking style.
I really hope they don't. I kind of like them, and
they're so dope.
Well, I don't think they're going to, dude, because now you're starting to get these places like Rec Room, where the whole like club scene or like party scene is starting to merge with games. Like, have you ever gone? You ever gone to the Rec Room before?
No, but also, you do know what that is, right?
What do you mean?
That is them following the demographic.
Yeah.
Because the people that are into that shit are now getting older, which means the younger kids aren't doing that as much.
No.
Which means in the future, it's probably going to, like, we're probably the last ones that'll be loving arcades.
But I will say this, though, because I've gone to the Rec Room.
Mm-hmm.
I would argue that the Rec Room is not a place for you to find single people. A lot of people at the Rec Room were there with either their girlfriend or...
Only you would go there to find women, Matt. That's only you.
It's the only club I'm willing to go to, dude.
That's what I'm saying, but that's only you, dude. There's apps for that.
Oh, man.
Literally.
We could have a whole podcast where I just talk about the fucking nightmares of apps I've gone through. We should definitely do that. Have you used them at all?
Not a single time.
Oh, I don't know if I have enough.
It involves effort on my part. No, dude, I ain't doing it.
Dude, that doesn't require any effort.
Yeah, you have to put pictures on there, like create a profile. I'm not doing that.
Dude, you should see the kind of profiles that people have on there. And I'm
gonna get catfished for sure.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like some guy who's gonna put a picture of like some tiny little Korean lady, and I'm gonna be like, she's pretty.
That does happen a lot, catfishing.
In the back of the van, and you'll never see me again. And the podcast will just be a blank screen on the one side.
All right. Okay, let me show people the next one here. So this one I want to do is it's the one with the guy sitting in front with the news.
Mm-hmm.
So you got that one open?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to play this for everybody.
Tell me when.
Okay.
Why is this not loading?
I don't know. Is it good?
No, it says video 0 out of 0 seconds, Matt. What is this?
Maybe just press play and it'll probably start. Okay. Press play now.
Nope. Nothing there, dude.
Refresh it, maybe?
Nope. Might have to watch it on Discord.
No. It's not even working for me right now. What the fuck?
And what does it say, dude? Chinese couple sells their kids in order to keep up with video game expenses.
Yeah, I mean, what it was supposed to be is this guy found this family in China who was like addicted to like going to the internet cafe and like spending money there playing games like Dota and shit. And
does China have like laws against having that shit in your own house, or is it just like way too expensive?
I don't know what the story is, but this video is not working. But anyways, I'll just talk about the article here, so that people can see it at home. But yeah, basically what ended up happening is this couple in China were talking about, or were playing at the internet cafe, and spent so much money that like they sold off their car. They like were like getting into debt, and then they tried to go online and sell their kids on like fucking Chinese Kijiji or whatever. And like they put a price of like $2,000 for both of their kids.
Jesus Christ, man. Parents of the fucking year.
Yeah, and then what ended up happening is they just got caught because people saw these advertisements, were like, what the fuck is this? And reported it to the Chinese police.
Yeah, and they're like, hey, we got a couple fucking trying to sell their kids, dude.
And like, I wish I could show you the video because there was like a specific dollar amount. Like it wasn't just $2,000. It was like $2,287. Like they put a straight up.
Probably their debt.
It was probably their debt to the internet cafe.
Literally.
But yeah, these fucking people tried to sell their kid, dude. Or sell their kids.
How at that point do you not realize that you have the fucking biggest problem in the world?
I mean, that's...
Also, how does it not go through your brain that, you know, that's literally your children that you are trying to sell?
Yeah.
Like, what has to go through your brain and be like, you know what? It's worth it.
Yeah.
Like, that right there, that's worth it.
I mean, for that couple, it was. And like in the video, because these people are like in their late 20s. In the video, they mentioned to the reporter that like they didn't even realize like that was a law.
How would you not know? You're a human adult. How would you not know?
These people.
Nobody has ever sold their kids in modern times.
No.
Nobody. If you could sell kids, dude, chicks would be popping them out just to sell them.
I mean, they kind of do with like surrogate parents and stuff, but like there's a whole process to that.
Yeah, but you're not selling them at that point.
No. But like,
you like sell your body as like a rental space to grow a baby.
I don't know, dude. These people are clearly not normal, okay? Because no,
those people are fucking insane.
Because one, they're playing in an internet cafe. If they're spending that much money at the cafe, how do you not have the money to just buy a fucking console or...
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Like, it can't be cheaper to play at an internet cafe than it is to like save up money for a couple months to buy yourself a decent PC to play on.
Yeah.
Like,
faux real. Dude, get a fucking PlayStation and split screen for fucking
I know,
$500.
Feel bad for the kids. Like, imagine if you found that out that your parents were gonna fucking sell you so they could play at the internet cafe. You would not want to live at that house anymore.
No. No. I'd be like, you did what? You wanted to get rid of me for what, dude?
You tried to fucking sell me? That'd be so funny, though, actually. Piece of shit.
I would never let my parents live that shit down.
Oh my god, man. Unfucking real.
That'd be amazing, actually. I wish that happened to me now.
Okay.
Florida.
Oh, perfect. So this video will work. All right.
Florida.
Speaking of shitty...
third one?
Speaking of shitty internet parents, go to the one that's Florida woman. And it starts with a news reporter.
Oh yeah. Okay, tell me when.
Okay, I'm going to just bring this over so that the people on the podcast can watch. And start.
The mother is accused of breaking her 10-year-old son's jaw because he wouldn't stop playing Fortnite. The South Daytona mother faces child abuse charges. The police report says the mom asked the boy to take a shower, but he kept playing the video game. She then punched the boy in the jaw, dislocating it.
An update tonight in a deadly...
Your face. What do you think?
She's a bad person, first of all.
She's
obviously.
Oh fuck, she's one of the worst people I've ever met, man. Or even heard of.
But I mean, dude, that kid sounds dope. Tommy, get in the fucking shower. No, Mom. No. She's like, I'll fucking come down here and smack you. He's like, do it, bitch.
Straight up broke his fucking jaw because he wouldn't get off the game, dude. And like, I've definitely grown up with like my mom being like, get the fuck up here. I've called you like 5 times and you're still playing the game. Get the fuck upstairs to eat supper. But like,
I can't pause, Mom. It's online.
Oh, that's the worst. Is me having to explain to my mom when you
can't pause an
online when the whole multiplayer thing came into my household. It took forever for my parents to understand. If I start a match,
give me 10 or 15. I'll be right there.
Yeah, I can't stop. I can't.
10 or 15 minutes. Chill.
And then
That's pretty fucked up.
Oh, I've had some savage fights because my dad never understood it. So when I told my mom, it's online, there's no way of pausing it, just give me 10 minutes. Then she was like, okay, fine, fucking 10 minutes. But then my dad goes, why does it matter? It's like, well, then people are just gonna get stupid fucking kills on me, Dad. Well, why does it matter? Like, well, I don't want people to fucking think that I'm a shitty player because I can't even fucking move. Like, Dad, just honestly, 10 minutes, I'll be done, and then I'll head upstairs.
Yeah.
The worst, dude, I've had so much...
You call your dad like 10 minutes before he's like off work and be like, yo, come home. He'd be like, I got 10 more minutes on my shift. Like, I don't see why it matters, dude. Come home.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what I fucking thought, dude.
I definitely recall like yelling at my mom or someone when I was younger playing on the Game Boy because I didn't want to the battery on my PlayStation or on my Game Boy was shit. So if I like left it on while I was having supper, chances are my battery could die.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
luckily though, Matt, most of those are you can just hit pause and save.
Right, but for me, if I was in the middle of a Pokemon match and if you shut it off, then you start over.
So just fucking dominate the one shitty Pokemon. Kill, dude.
No, but what was happening to me, dude, is I was in the fucking Pokemon League.
So timing got the better of you?
Yeah, so timing got the better of me, and I'm like, there was like, I think it was like we were going to go camping, and for some stupid ass reason, my dumb ass decides to start competing in the Pokemon League.
Let's start the league right now.
At 6 o'clock in the morning, we're supposed to all leave to go camping. And then my mom's telling me to get ready.
That's on you then.
Yeah, no, it was on me. I mean,
that's on you.
I'm just being a stupid kid because I think
what I
wanted to do is because it's going to be a long trip. I wanted to do something that would take a long time, so I started that thing. But then I got caught up in it, and my mom was like yelling at me to like bring my bags and put it in the car or whatever. I'm like, Mom, give me a sec, because I was waiting. Because like after you finish one of the trainers, you can pause at that point. Mm-hmm. But I was in the middle of a match with Irene, the ice chick. I think her name's Irene. If I nailed that, that's insane because I haven't played it forever. But she was the ice chick, and I fucked up, and all my Pokemon were fucking vulnerable to ice, and I was fucking losing bad. And I'm like, oh no, and I'm trying to like, I got caught up, dude. And then I was like, Mom, just let me finish this. And like, I thought I would get it done fast, but it was still taking way too long. So my mom got so mad that she actually grabbed the Game Boy out of my hands and turned the power off. And I was just like, oh, fuck.
That's what you fucking deserve. That's what you fucking deserved.
I don't know. You ever had a moment like that with your mom Like, obviously, she's not breaking your fucking jaw, but like,
well, no, definitely not the video game or the fucking Game Boy. But like, there was times where like my mom would call me down, and there was times where like I'd be like, yeah, finish this, and then I'd finish it and then start another one because I forgot that my mom called me. And it was like half an hour, and my mom's like, what the fuck? Like, get down here. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I want to wash dishes, and you haven't fucking eaten yet. I'm like, okay, I promise after this one.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, she was, never like happy about it, but she never like shit on me.
Yeah.
Dude, my aunt though, oh my god, dude, no respect for the gaming. Zero. She'd like come over for a visit, dude, and like instantly she'd be like, turn it off. And I'd be like, you're not my mom. And then, yeah, that was tough.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen often. But that would frustrate the shit out of me. I'd be like, listen, bitch, you're in my house now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm definitely lucky enough that I never had any like aunts or uncles try to sway me from gaming. It was always...
Dude, I have one uncle that games, dude. It's lit.
Yeah, I mean, my uncle, when we were very young, would like play not Call of Duty, play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas with us. But
yep.
it was always just like random custom shit that we would do. Like, he gave us the paper with all the cheat codes on it and just told us to have fun.
Yep, I got those from him too.
Other than that, we used to play this one SmackDown game. It was like SmackDown 2004 or some shit like that. Where,
like wrestling?
Yeah, it was like one of the first times you could actually start making your own custom character. And we all had our own custom characters, and like we would play. It would always be Hell in a Cell. We never played anything else. It was always just like,
that's the best fucking one, dude. Just go up top and drop people through the middle and shit. You're like, let's go.
Yeah, we'd always play Hell in the Cell, and like nobody would ever tap anybody. So like after like 20 minutes, your characters are so injured and broken that they would take forever to walk.
They just lay down there for like 15 minutes, and you just stand in the ring like fucking.
Yeah, that shit. That was probably some of my favorite moments growing up. But
yeah. My cousin and I used to do 99-minute matches of Super Smash Bros.
Oh my god, yeah, that was so much fun. Once we started playing like more Nintendo stuff and getting to play Smash Bros.
Dude, my one friend had a fucking GameCube game called Street Hoops, which was it's basketball but like street ball.
Yeah.
So like, there's no fouls and shit. That shit was so much fun. We used to like enter like shitty little pre-made tournaments, and you get to like draft a team, pick the name, and
oh yeah, stuff. I would say like our usual like go-to like big family game would be to play like Mario Party or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Fusion Frenzy. I don't know if you ever played that shit. That shit was so dope.
I heard of it. I never got a chance to play it though. It looked fun though.
That shit was so sick.
Yeah. Yeah, our whole kids group, especially on my dad's side, we're very prone to like using video games or playing games to entertain ourselves. So like it was never like shunned to be playing games while the rest of the adults were upstairs talking or whatever.
100%.
So
I think the fear was that we were just alone and we weren't socializing and stuff. But like, I explained to my mom, like, I'm basically on like the phone with like 4 or 5 of my friends at once.
Yeah, I told that
all talking and laughing and shit.
Well, I would say for me it was that case until I got an Xbox, and then I was able to like prove to my mom, like, Mom, I've been talking to people in my ear for the last 4 hours
all day. Yeah. Like fucking Saturday, dude. We're like 16 hours deep into a party.
Yeah, like people are like, it's not the same anymore for sure.
No, like I haven't seen some of the people we talk to on a daily basis, but I talk to them for like fucking 6 hours a day minimum.
And like to that point, here's an exact proof that why that is socializing, because when you and I first went to the UFC event in first round or whatever, or I think it might have even been when we saw it live at Rogers Place. I hadn't seen David for years. Like since fucking high school, I hadn't seen him.
Yeah, but it's not weird.
And it's not weird. It was like, oh, what's up, man? How's it been?
Yeah. It's like good to actually see you.
Yeah, good to
And
actually
not, see you through a webcam or fucking just hear your voice.
But like, good to actually see you. And there wasn't no like, oh, so what have you been doing these past 10 years? Because I know.
Yeah. Oh, it's the same thing. When we were playing like Modern Warfare Remastered, I was playing. I had a friend that I met through soccer, so he never actually went to any of our schools. And he wanted to play like the COD 4 shit with me, so I would always invite him. And then like he started talking to Dave and stuff, and then we went to a UFC, and he asked if he could tag along too, and I was like, oh yeah, sure. And he met Dave for the first time in real life, but they've been talking on the mic for like, like a few months already.
Yeah.
And it was like, wasn't weird at all.
No.
Like, oh shit, this is what you look like, man. Cool. And that was it.
Yeah. Like there is no like, oh my God, so what have you been doing this past couple of years? And I'd be like, bet you talk to me every day. Like you fucking know.
Yeah, and there's no fucking awkward like, hey man, my name's Trent.
Yeah.
That's the worst. I hate fucking introducing myself to people.
Yeah, and ironically enough, I think that moment you end up experiencing it in the parties now. Like if we're all in a party and we all know each other, and then a random joins us that maybe only one of us knows,
that's weird.
Dude, the party dies so quick. I mean,
who the fuck is that guy?
Brandon goes beyond a ghost and straight up disappears. Like he's just like, might as well sign off because he's not talking with people he doesn't know.
He doesn't even speak.
Yeah,
it depends on who it is though.
And then,
there's been a couple times someone joined the party, dude, and I just start talking immediately.
But like, I definitely will go silent. Like
usually I gauge it first, but then I have to hear the voice, and if I hear the voice and it's, if it's somebody I think I can be a little bit mean to, I'm gonna be a little mean to.
Well,
as shitty as it is to say.
What I think, well, for me, like the most recent example would be the first time I ever like got into a party with your cousin. Like, I was really fucking quiet until you cracked a joke at me, and then she went and joked and then added to the joke, and I'm like, oh, okay. So now,
my cousin's
yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, it's on. If you're gonna start shit talking me, I haven't even said hi yet.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, but I also understand that there's a little bit of like an awkward, they don't know each other thing. So I try to like get the two people that don't know each other talking.
That's definitely what a person should do.
Yeah. So like I try to do. I'm not the greatest at it, but I definitely try to like bring other people in when I know that they like don't feel in. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's super easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to wait for like the right topic or something to like come up, and then it's all good.
Yeah. But yeah, right on, man. I mean, that's the last of my clips. We're already at the hour mark here, so I just want to see if you had any final thoughts to preach to our lovely listeners. And obviously you're looking forward to CDL next week to see how that goes.
Yeah, definitely watch that shit. We don't want COD to die. So even if you don't really like COD, just watch that shit anyway. Because we want to see this shit thrive.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully the product's good. If the product's bad, the world will know. Because the COD fans aren't going to they're not ones to hold back their feelings.
No.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
Okay.
And I think everybody should watch.
I agree. I think I want to try to find some time to watch it as well, and definitely this week I want to get a chance for you guys to kind of be more open with us. I tried to do something different this week with showing the viral videos and getting you guys a different kind of podcast, because we kind of talked about it. I don't know if we talked about it on the last podcast or if we talked about it offline.
It was off air.
Yeah. So we're trying to not drown you guys with Call of Duty content, because I realize it's a very specific type of game to talk about, and maybe not everybody's interested in it.
And instead, we're going to talk about why our wall colors are the exact same, but we're not in the same house.
Dude, maybe you're just behind my French doors.
No, because there's a hallway right there. So definitely not.
Actually, I'm willing to experiment with putting my table facing that way and then just me sitting on the couch, dude, for ultimate comfort.
Just the ultimate comfort level, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm sitting in a chair all by myself and shit.
Well, like these last couple of weeks, I've found that like my dad doesn't really use the TV here. He'll just when he comes home, he'll call my mom and like play games on his iPad. So he's not really watching TV. Mostly it's me. So I might take advantage and like move my stuff over there because it does feel weird to like have this like alien position in the living room that's like unique to the rest of the living room. Like it definitely doesn't fit here. Like people are watching TV looking that way. People are eating dinner over there, and I'm facing windows over there. So
I'm facing some windows too. Dude, my living room's there. Behind my shit. So if you're sitting on my couch, you can look at the back of the monitors and stuff.
yeah.
I'm definitely sticking out in the middle of fucking nowhere too. But I mean, it works.
Yeah.
But I also like to be like trapped in my own little world, you know?
I do like it. I just don't. One, it's a little bit hard to see Charlie if he tries to go to the back doors here, unless we're recording, which I could always check that way. But I don't know. I'll give it a shot. If it's not good, then I'll put things back. I just want my setup to start kind of being more incorporated with the living style that me and my dad have, just so it's not like a place that's like intruding. I don't know. It's definitely weird vibes here right now, and I'm trying to make it a little bit easier.
That's fair.
But yeah. With that said, guys, like I mentioned before, let me know if you guys like the whole gaming themed viral video stuff. I am trying to find some more. If you have your own videos that you've seen on Instagram or Twitter, or all these are from World Star, if you see anything that you're interested in, definitely share it to myself or Kranium, and we'll react to it, because I kind of like these gaming videos, and like I started incorporating different stuff to our podcast than just talking about Call of Duty all the time, and definitely getting your guys' opinion on things and getting your own input into the podcast just makes it better for us, because we want to engage with you guys. So otherwise, if you have any ideas or want to comment on this episode of the podcast or any previous ones, you can always follow us at Random Nades Pod. You can see it right here on the bottom of the podcast. But if you're listening, it's just Random Nades Pod, and that is Instagram and Twitter. And we also have our own private handles here, where we do share the odd funny clip or share our opinions, or we do drugs. I don't know how you do drugs on Twitter, but there's definitely a way, I'm sure.
Twitter is a drug.
Twitter is a drug. Twitter is very addicting.
I fucks with Twitter.
Yeah.
And Twitter fucks with me.
All right, man. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Random Nades Podcast.
Cold as shit out here.
Hope you have a fantastic day. It's fantastic here. It's like 6 degrees. It's
Well,
6.
fuck off, man. Like,
Well, regardless, I'm not going outside. Your ass definitely ain't going outside. So stay home and play, guys and gals and everybody's. All right, let's end this. Throw that nade, Trent.